Oi oi Savaloy. I've been tagged. I've been tagged by Nate Williams. You might know him. You might know him as Nes Nate, or I think he's had a few other channels in the past. But he tagged me on his Nate Williams channel, I think. And it's a tag. If you don't know what one of those is, it's what people used to do in the olden days. In the olden days, when everything was so much better than it is now. Yeah. I've been tagged. It's a tag. I've forgotten who started it, but it's a tag called. I think it's a video. Do you regret making any videos? Or are there any videos you regret making? Which is an interesting one, I suppose. I suppose it sort of calls into question sort of the nature of YouTube as a sort of the immediacy of something like YouTube, where you can upload a video, sort of make a video and upload it, or stream it. I suppose it's not as immediate as something like Twitter, is it? But I suppose you can still sort of use YouTube as a sort of a reactionary tool, could you? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, but anyway. But have I ever made any videos that I regret? Yes, this one. All of them. Every single one I've ever made. I mean, as far as my actual videos, yeah, I wish from the beginning I'd sort of got into the habit of making more of an effort with them, because now I just sort of essentially, probably for God knows, pretty much since I've started, I've just sort of been dialing it in until I found my equilibrium. That's an equilibrium, isn't it? Found my equilibrium, and I've just stuck with it. I've not stepped out of my comfort zone very often. Not actually put too much effort into my videos. I've found that point where I can get the most enjoyment out of video making and put the least effort in. Because when I first started making videos, I had it in my head that if it became a bit of a chore, like a job, and almost like I had a responsibility to put a lot of effort in, I thought I wouldn't enjoy it as much. I think as time's gone on, that's become slightly counterproductive, because it's really difficult now to get out of this sort of mindset, this habit of doing the same thing. It's difficult to step out of my comfort zone. That's why it's difficult. You don't often find me doing other sort of videos other than pickups videos, because that is purely in my comfort zone. So I suppose in that respect, I could say I've sort of regretted all of them. So I'm just having to sort of rethinking my whole life. But yeah, I mean, I wish I'd sort of from earlier on got out of that, found a different equilibrium where there's a better balance of effort and effort and sort of just relaxation, I suppose. Huh? What? So I suppose in the long run, that would be more rewarding than just sort of like as it is. I'm sort of dialing it in more and more now. But and that's why I like when tags do come around. It's so rare now, but and that's why I take any opportunity to do them, because I've always enjoyed tag videos, always enjoyed doing them, and I'm not often someone who, I'm not sort of proactive in that sense that I'd sort of create my own, what's the word? I wouldn't necessarily create a tag myself, but I don't mind people tagging me. I'm not, maybe I need to be a bit more confident in that sense. But as far as actual individual videos, there's only one. There's only one. There are actually, I mean, there are loads of videos that I've put quite a bit of effort in, and I have more pride in them. And I wish I'd done that more from the beginning. All my favourite videos, the ones that I've made, are the ones that I've put more time into. I've had more rewarding videos, more rewarding series of videos, and that's sort of added to the enjoyment of sort of video making and being on YouTube. Like my PS1 collection series. I enjoyed my time then. And what else have I done? And my XCOM playthrough and a few other individual videos, but I wish I'd sort of done more of that from the beginning. Does it make sense? Yeah. But as far as individual videos, there's one, and if you've been around from the start, when I say start, since when I started, a few people will know who I'm referring to. But the one video I regret making properly, no, actually not properly, because I suppose, if I'd not made it, I would have made myself a bit of a victim. But it was basically slightly a naive reaction to provocation from someone, an individual who is probably quite well known in certain circles, an individual who at the time I didn't really realise how much of a fucking Fruit Loop proper wrong, and like, and there'd been sort of a bit of, not with me, but a bit of sort of ill feeling in the community, and he was sort of on the peripheries, but well known, not really in the community, but just on the peripheries. But he had a certain reputation, and there was provocation going backwards and forwards, and somehow it came onto me, and I reacted to it, and then from that point on, I don't know, the repercussions have been sort of totally unaware how combustible this particular individual was, and so I reacted when maybe I shouldn't have done. And although that in a sense has informed my internet life ever since, sort of a bit more wary about reacting to certain things, like on Twitter, it's really easy to do things like that. But again, it's a lesson I've learned quite early on, because you don't really know who you're talking to. So I don't think that really made any sense to anyone other than people who would be aware of who this particular individual is. But bit of an oddball, put it that way. I don't think I'm gonna have to watch this back to see if it made any sense whatsoever. I hope it did, because this is actually the third attempt at this video I've made now. This is the third one I've actually finished recording. I think I've had multiple attempts for some reason. I don't know. It's gone really old school. When I first started making videos, I was really sort of I would have multiple attempts at making videos. But nowadays I just go, fuck it, one go and I do. But yeah. So did you actually get anything out of that video? Did I make sense? I don't know. But anyway, who am I going to tag? I'm having real problems with this. Who am I going to tag? Because all the people I've got in mind, they're all old stagers, actually, pretty much all old stagers, all YouTube old stagers, as in they've been around a long time. But all the people I've got in mind, they're sort of people who I can't imagine they have regrets about many things. Or if they ever don't admit to it. But anyway. Yeah, so in that sense, is it worth tagging them? But maybe it is. Maybe they might surprise me. So don't see it as a chore, please. Just see it as an opportunity to further yourself. So I'm going to tag Alex Plutonic 78. So I can't imagine he regrets them much. You've got any videos you've regretted making? Pete Snestastic. Although I've got a feeling he might not be making videos anymore, or in a position to be able to make videos. And I was going to pick someone else, but I've changed my mind. I'm going to pick Shenmueso. I think he's maybe more likely to have made certain videos he's regretted making. In the end, either way, I could see him like all these responses coming back and going, no, I don't have any regrets. But all right, I'm gonna have to watch this back, see if it's worth uploading, and I'm not doing it a fourth time. And if it is shit, fuck it. I've picked the best. Actually, the middle one I didn't upload because I'd sort of had a really long beard, and I was sat in front of the window, and the light coming in was illuminating my grey bits. And Pride, not Pride, was it? Something got better of me, I think. Yeah. What is it? What's the term where? Anyway, thanks for watching. See you later.